that sex. Give it to me.
What is going on, guys? My name is George, or the Real Wolfie, and welcome to episode 1 of Trophy Manager Weekly Updates. This is going to be a bit of a bumper episode because not only was it the start of the season 2 weeks ago, but this is a 2-week long episode basically because I didn't have time to do an episode last week for the first week of the season. So this is going to be basically telling you what happened in the first 2 weeks of season 44 of Trophy Manager. So my team, as you have seen from the intro, is Wolfie United, and we are in League 2. So last season we got promoted from the conference into League 2 Group 27. And yeah, it hasn't been the best of starts. As you can see, I am down in 14th with just 1 win in 5 games, which came in the last round against FC Rocket, who are now 17th. Now, that obviously isn't the best of starts, but I didn't expect to be doing very well in this league anyway. Yeah, because my team isn't the best. It's a good team. I won't say that I don't have good players in my team, but they're not League 2 level yet. So just to give you sort of a quick history of my team, Wolfie United FC has been going for 3 seasons now since season 41, and in that first season I was runner-up in Conference Group 9. Then I got promoted into the Conference Premier from the Conference National and was runner-up the season after. And then the season after that, and in the same league, I didn't get promoted that time. I became champion of it last season. And yeah, this season we got promoted into League 2 Group 27, as I said, from the conference, which is a massive step up for me. And as you can see, this is my squad, and it's quite a big team. And yeah, it's not League 2 ready yet. I only have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3.5-star players, whereas most League 2 teams, as I'll show you one in a minute, have lots of 4 stars, maybe even 4.5-star players. But I do have good players on my team. I have a really good goalkeeper called Robert Beach, and his stats will just come up there. So those are his stats. They're all out of 20. A gold star, like you can see on his aerial, means he has 20, or silver, which you'll see on my next 3.5-star player, Amir Eshmail. He has silver tackling, which means he has 19. So you can see I have a few really good players in my team. I recently signed this guy with the sponsor money that I got. So I signed him for something like 15 million, which is a pretty good signing. He's my new left mid. And then I have some really good forwards that I bought before. He's an absolute legend. And so is Helvig, who I nicknamed Jules Bianchi. I used some of my pro to nickname him Jules Bianchi after, obviously, sadly, Bianchi passed away earlier this year. And I also have him. He's been an absolute villain at the start of the season. You may have seen in the intro, there were 2 red cards that I got, and both of them were for him. He has been a really bad player so far this season. He's normally a legend, and this guy, he is my all-time top goal scorer. So I just show you the team that I have so far. If you're wondering what the dots are, these are all asking prices I've put on. So for Ludlow, who is my best player by far, he has a 25 million price tag. It's all things like that. But if I just hop into my history of my club here, you'll be able to see my club records. So Ludlow has not only played the most games, he has played 70 games. This is as of the end of season 33, so this doesn't count this season's stats. But he has also scored the most goals. He has scored 49 goals for me in 70 games, which is a really good record. Helveg has also played a lot of games. He's played 69 and got 16 assists. And then here you see my most expensive purchase is that goalkeeper for 27 million. And as you can also see, I don't really sell many players. Season 41, 5 million. But here, this is what I'm proud of. Total league goals, I've scored 178 and conceded 98. My all-time record, 61% of my games have been wins and only 18% draws or losses. It's 36 altogether, but that's a pretty good record. You can see most points I got last season. I got 73. Fewest I got season 42 was 67, because it doesn't count season 41 in there much, I don't think. Lowest rank is second. That is going to be obviously made worse this season in League 2, because I'm not going to do very well in that league, I can already tell. Highest rank came last season there. Most goals and fewest goals, most goals and fewest goals, they're quite good. Longest winning streak is 6, longest losing streak is 5. I've just had that. I lost the last game of the season and then the first 4 of this season. Games without conceding and games without scoring, all of those are there. So that's doing pretty well. So that's almost like a short history of my team. Wolfie and I, it's been pretty good so far, and I've been able to get a lot of upgrades done. So as you can see, this is my stadium. I have 21,500 seats. Not much of a training ground or a youth academy yet. Big merchandise, alright car park, and you just see this is all this. I have to try and upgrade it right to the end. And right now I'm still upgrading my seats, and I don't think I'm actually going to upgrade anything else today, even though I have 35 million. I might spend that on a scout. If you're wondering why I have 35 million, this is like, so these are my finances. This week I haven't done much money really, but if you look at the season, you might, here we go. Last season I got 72 million from sponsors. At the start of this season I got 78 because I got an extra for signing players, and then obviously I have spent some of that money, so I've only spent 14 million on players so far, but I got 78 million for completing sponsor goals. Now sponsor goals, basically you set at the start of the season, I'm going to do them now with you guys. You set to try and accomplish those sponsor goals and get more money at the end of the season. So I'm going to go through my sponsor goals now with you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to accomplish some of them by the end. So this is what we get. So we get league, we have league position, league goals scored and conceded, we have cup performance, and then we just select a random sponsor. So normally you get avoid relegation, but this season, I think this is because I've been promoted into League 2, I don't get a league position for avoiding relegation. So I'm just going to leave this as finishing the top 12, because I doubt I'm even going to escape relegation. Then league goals scored, again I'm going to leave that as 30 goals, and conceding I'm going to leave as 70, and the cup performance leave as 1 victory. I'm going bare minimum because League 2, as you saw, I lost the first 4 games against not bad teams, so I'm going to leave them as they are. And then the sponsor, I'm going to go for one that goes well with my kit, which I'll show you in a minute, which, being honest, I think has to be Obel. So these are my sponsor goals. We've done them, and they are now set for this season. Yeah, and they have to be done by tomorrow, so I've left it right to the death just to see how much I can do. And yeah, that's my sponsor goals sorted. I haven't really got much hope for this season, if I'm being honest. I'm not expecting to be able to stay in League 2. I'm actually hoping I go back down to the conference, because that might mean I get a bit more money when I'm back in the conference. So now I'm just going to show you my club info. This is my logo. As you'll see, I had it personalised by a team called Petrovgrad City. He personalised that for me. I had to pay him some of my pro. There will be a video in the future on my tips and tricks series which explains about pro. I'm not going to go through it now because it takes a little while. But that is my logo, and these are my kits. That's my home kit and away kit. I chose the wings. I chose those wings, the circular ones. And then if I just go down, you select your favourite players, which I've already done here. I'm actually thinking of changing Cody Potter, because he hasn't been playing too well. I think I'm going to change him to Helveg, because he's been playing well at the start. So those are like the 3 players that you boast about most, and other clubs will see straight away on your club page. And then manager name, The Real Wolfie. This is all like stadium and club name, and that's the background you saw on my stadium. So that's basically all the stuff about my club so far. You saw how badly I was doing in the league. So we are going to look now, we are going to quickly look on who we are playing against next, and we're going to feature two of the teams today. These are only going to be teams in my league who haven't actually asked to be featured, but I'm going to feature them anyway. And one of those is the team that I lost to on the second week. I lost to them 6-1. No, so my worst defeat I think ever. I think in my club history is that. So I'm just going to show you their teams. This is why I won't be surviving. They are full of 4-star players and 3.5-star players. You look at that. That's a lot better than you saw with my team. So this team is called Gunners Arsenal. They obviously beat me by 6-1 in the second game of the season, which really made me feel like I'm not going to survive this league much longer. So back into our league. Our next round, as you can see there, I won 5-2. Actually, I'll just go quickly show you the team of the round for this for round 5. So these are like the best starting 11 you could get, and as you can see, I have one player on there, Multi Helveg. He scored 2 of the goals in my 5-2 win. And Norland scored 1 and Ludlow scored 2, but Helveg did the best. He was also man of the match, and he's in the team of the week. So as you can see, there's another team player for Gunners Arsenal. He's a really good player, but he's quite old. So we're just going to quickly see who am I against next. We're going to check out their team, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my team. I'm going to set it up ready for that game. So I'm against Sandwell UC. And he currently, as you can see here, he is 15th in our league. So let's just go and check out his plays. He's only scored 1 goal, but he's only conceded 8, which is a key thing there. So he was also in a conference group. He was actually in the group below me in season 43. And just to let you know, it doesn't matter what group you're in the conference, whether you're group 108 like he is or group 12. It doesn't matter. You will get promoted to League 2 or just another conference group if you win the title. It depends how well you do. So let's have a look at his team. Because as you can see, he only, as you saw a minute ago, he only scored 1 goal. So he obviously does have brilliant strikers, but he mustn't have too bad a goalkeeper to a very... Oh my god. Surely I'm going to win this quite easily. This team is a lot worse than me. It only has 1 4-star player who, let's have a quick check at him. He must be doing alright. Yeah, he's not a bad player, but he doesn't look 4-star worthy. I think some of mine are actually better than his. So we are going now. I'm going to go on to my tactics and show you what setup I'm going to do for the game against Sandwell UC, which will be on Sunday night, because league matches are Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. And yeah, as you can see here, this isn't the best as it looks. So we're going to swap around quite a few. We're going to take literally everyone off, I think. And then I'm going to join you back in a minute once I have taken everyone off the pitch and reset all the settings. And then I'm going to take you through who is going to be starting, who's going to be playing, etc. So I'm going to just sort out my team and then I'll be back. I have now cleared out my tactics page. This is what it looks like when it is empty. Yeah, so I'm just going to set up the tactics for the match tomorrow against Sandwell. So obviously I'm going to try and put on my best team, but I don't want to put on all my best players just in case some get injured against a team that I should quite easily beat. So Robert Beach is still going to go in net with John Fletcher as my sub-goalkeeper. And for those of you that haven't seen, that is John Fletcher. He's an alright player. And then defenders, this time I'm going to have my best defender on the bench. So he stands less chance of getting injured. I'm going to put on my young defender, Tom Turner, at left back. Maguire, my best defender, my Irish defender, is on a yellow card. So just don't risk him going off. I'm going to put my slightly worse Belgian defender, Fabrice Geets, on, who also will be my corner taker because he has 17 crossing. Then right back, as I only really have one good right back, it's going to be Rich Hind at right back. Then going into the midfield, I'm going to have my new best left mid. He's going to start on the bench. I'm going to put on my ex-top left mid, who's also going to be captain. Alec Britton is left mid, and he, like I said, will be captain because he has really good professionalism. But then centre mid, as you only allow 5 foreigners, and I've already put on 3 and I need 2 more for my attackers, Norland and Helveg. I'm just going to put on Jeremy Johnson at centre mid with Clark Fox at right mid, as Daniel Neal, as you saw there, is injured for 1 more game and Seymour sent off for 1 more game. Then attackers, we're going to do something slightly different this time. As usual, Norland and Bianchi are going to be staying as our 2 attacking mids, but then we're going to have Schofield up front with Joe Ludlow on the bench and Cody Potter starting. So we're going to swap those 2 around and also swap these 2 around. So I have the strongest and the weakest on one side and the middle 2 on the other. And then Saunders is also going to be our wing sub. Then penalties. What we're going to do here is we're going to put free kick that we're going to put Ludlow's penalty even though he's on the bench because he'll come on quite early, and Norland there, free kick man. So what we're going to do is 60 minutes into the game, we are going to bring on Ludlow for Norland. Yeah, and actually we're going to do a little bit of a swap here. But just so we don't risk losing this game, we're going to swap these 2 back over. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to keep them like that, but we're going to start Ludlow for Potter instead. So here, still 60 minutes in, we're going to make a substitution, and it's still going to be Norland coming off because Norland isn't in the greatest of form at the moment, but Potter will come on up front with his fellow teammates. Then 65 minutes in, we also make a sub. We do it every 5 minutes really from 60, and it'll be Britton for Panis at left mid. And then 70 minutes in, we'll make the final substitution that we can make, and we're going to go work for Eshmael for Turner at left back, just in case you need him. And as you can see here, my mentality is going to be slightly attacking with short passing as my little setup. So that's going to be the starting 11 with subs that I'm going to make and the settings. And next, we're going to go on to youth development. Now, every Saturday, you get a youth player for your youth academy. Depending on how good your youth academy is, it'll either be 1 player or it could be more. So mine's level 3 out of about 10. So I only tend to get 1 or 2 players. Now, here, it shows you what each style means. Yellow means it's the current recommendation of that player, and green is the potential that player could have. So we're going to get the reports, and we're going to see what sort of players we end up getting today. Hopefully we'll get a few good ones. So let's see. So it's just loading the players. This just picks the best ones. So we've got Silas Gascoigne and Scott Landon. So we've got 2 today. Now, we could do with an attacking mid and a centre-back, really, and they're both 19, so we're going to reveal Scott Landon first. Now, this is these are his attributes he has at the moment, and he's a 3.5-star potential, so we are definitely going to hire him. And now, Silas Gascoigne, let's see how good he is. Hopefully, he could be a good player too. No, he's only 2-star potential, so we're just going to fire him. And let's have a look at Scott Landon. Let's actually use our scout. Actually, we're going to wait a minute first, because before we do that, we are going to see if there is a scout we can buy. Because at the moment, I'll show you the scout I have. He isn't brilliant at all. So let's see if there are any scouts. So this is my scout. Yes, he has a 20 and a 19, but his youth, which is YTH, is very poor. So he's not accurate with that, and his senior is only 14. So I'm not sure what the other 4 mean, but I will find out for future videos. But yeah, I need a good youth or senior. So let's see what scouts there are available to hire at the moment. And there's a lot. Oh, boom. There we go. We've got a 20 youth. We are going to hire him right now. And that is absolutely perfect. Douglas Barleycorn, what a name as well. he has been hired. 20 youth. He's not brilliant senior-wise, but we can use him on youth players. So that is our new scout we've hired. And we're also going to look at these ones. Yeah, these are all quite expensive. So we've got a player, a guy with 20 youth for 5 million. We only tend to get those if they have 4 million, but that scout we've just got there, he is absolutely perfect. So now we're going to go onto our players page again, and we're going to look for Scott Landon, who we just hired, and let's see. We're going to get a pretty much exact level of what he could be in the future, and then we're going to see if he's worth hiring, keeping, or getting rid of. There he is. So we're going to scout him, and here we go. So we now have our new scout. Now normally you only have one scout, so it'll just come up with one person's name and sound, and as you can see, Theo Crosby's busy at the moment, but this guy isn't, so we're going to use him. Go see, he has 3.5 star potential, it says on there. Go see what my scout says he has. My new youth development scout, he's okay, he's not bad. Very bad down here. You can use access hidden skills to find how injury prone, aggressive, professional or adaptable he is. But we're just going to straight away list Scott Landon up for sale. We might also list a few other players in a minute, but we're just going to list him for £25,000. He's a good player for starter teams. I really recommend if you're wanting a player, just quickly, because he's not actually that bad. He's all right. He's got good pace. I do recommend going for someone like that if you fancy someone like it. So anyway, we're going to go on our squad overview page, and we're going to put up a few players for sale that we don't need anymore. So at the moment, there are a few players that I don't use that could do with being got rid of, and one of those players is, where is he? Tidjane Ketelaars. He is my Dutch goalkeeper that I've never used, although he has very good one-on-ones. He is a perfect player for a starter team. His potential is not bad, and I signed him for 1.3 million. So as I want a profit, if any of you guys are interested in him, that'd be great. But I'm just going to put him down for 1.5 million. So he is now up for sale. And when it decides to respond again, he will be put up for sale. So he's a good player though. And as you can see though, this bit isn't brilliant. He's conceded 18 in 4 games, which really isn't that brilliant, but he had good potential when I bought him, but my training ground really isn't up to it yet, the challenge of having someone like that. So then we're going to go back in our squad overview, and we're going to have a look at what other players I'm going to transfer list. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer list those players, and I'm just going to basically show you them and tell them how much they're up for. Alright guys, so I have finished transfer listing some of my players. I'm just going to tell you who they are right now. So Ronnie Robertson I've put for sale for, I think it was 250,000. He's a fairly young goalkeeper. He's good for starter teams. As you can see, he has 19 handling, which comes in really key here. I'm not trying to advertise players though, because some of them are average. This guy, being honest, I'd only buy him if you just started and you didn't really have a good goalkeeper and not much money left, because 250,000 is really cheap when it comes to English goalkeepers. Then if you scroll down, I'm going to go over Bjorn Bergvall because he is a big player, and I'm sure lots of people will want to buy him. As I said, Tidjane Ketelaars is another good starter goalkeeper if you're looking for someone cheap. I think I listed him, can't remember now exactly, but it was about £1 million, I think. And Ronnie Ferdinand, I've put him up for what I think was 25,000. He's got a little bit of potential, but not much. And Scott Landon, as you know, he's up for sale as it is. So 3-star potential, not a bad starter player. But this guy, I'm actually going to go into his profile because this is the guy that I think should really be going for a lot. £5 million for this. So he's 13 finishing, 14 long shot, 10 heading. Those are the key bits. He has 17 pace, so he's a very quick player. And if you look down here, the stats over his career, in 77 games, he scored 28 goals, got 8 assists, only 3 cards, and his average rating is 5.2. That is a very high rating over such a high amount of games. And as this guy, I want to get off my hands because I have a few better players than him nowadays. He was my starter player, and he did really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the pro and just show you boys, like, he's not brilliant. Injury prone, that's pretty good. 10. Aggression 7 for a forward, that's very good. Professionalism's only 6, he won't be your captain. And 2, adaptability. Again, that doesn't really matter because you don't tend to play forwards elsewhere. But this guy, I really recommend. I'm not trying to say go out and buy him if you've got a team, but I really recommend getting him if you're starting because, as you can see, he has scored a lot of goals in his time. Now, what I'm going to go on to doing now, I've been through all things about my club. I've done the youth stuff. Now is something that I need to do. So every week you get a free quick match ticket, and you can play other teams in friendly matches that don't that any suspensions or injuries don't count. Well, today I got a challenge from one of my friends on Trophy Manager called Arkham City Spurs, and I actually have 2 challenges here, so I'm going to accept them both, although I'm not sure if FC Amiga has pro for it. Let's see. No, so he doesn't have any pro yet, but Arkham City Spurs, I'm going to accept his challenge, and we're going to see what comes out of that. So match round redirecting. So this is a friendly match. Whilst the match starts, I'm just going to put on highlights so it can be ticking away while we do it. So it's going to show only the key ones. He, as you can tell, is a fan of Tottenham. Don't know why, if I'm being honest. Why would you be a fan of Tottenham? But anyway, yeah, let's just go down. Let's have a look at his team and go feature him. So as you can see here, he has a 3.5-star player as his right mid. And that's a good player there. Stephen Hind is a very nice player. That he will probably get sold quite a bit. And he's got a good goalkeeper, quite young, good player. And Arif Thompson, he's been sent off, but another really good player there. And as you can see, he's got a few 3-stars in here as well. Not bad. He's got some good players. Not many of them have good attacking, but they are good players. I mean, he's a good player. Technique 16, positioning 17, crossing 13. That's good for a wing player. And that's also a really good player there. He's good at finishing, and then his forward, Diallo, he's a good player as well. Very similar to my team, if anything. He's got 1 2.5-star player. I'm not sure what his bench is like, but he's got pretty much all 3 stars. He's got obviously quite a few less 3.5 than I do. That doesn't really matter. So let's see what the full-time score will be. Here we go. Wow, I am surprised there. He beat me 3-0. I'm actually quite embarrassed by that because my team is meant to be a lot better than that. But as you can see, we lost 3-0 in that. That was really bad. And so I'm sure he is now laughing at the screen like mad. But what we're going to do, we're going to do another little quick match. We're going to do a show match against the winner of the Conference Premier, which I came out of. We're not actually going to do that. We're going to do Test Valley CDF because he is a Conference National team, so he's now in the Conference Premier. I only went up to League 2. Literally shock that was. It wasn't even meant to happen. I didn't want to go up then. But we're going to just have a quick look at how I fare against Test Valley CDF, and we'll see what that score is. Hopefully that won't be another defeat. I mean, that's congratulate Arkham for winning that one. That's a really, really good result for his team. I'm sure he's now brimming because I think he's in a friendly league as well. So we're going to see how I do in this one, and hopefully I should win. Yeah, 1-0. I'm happy with that, being honest. I will take that. So what we're going to do now is I'm starting up a friendly league on here, and if you're interested and you have a team, just send me a message. It's Wolf United FC, but you'll have until Tuesday. That is it, to get into this friendly league that I'm creating now. because friendly matches are all played on Tuesday. If you watch this video and Friendly League has already started, don't worry, just private message or PM me that you might also hear of that. Just private message me that you'd like to join in, because I will be doing another one and hopefully I can get a few people that watch my videos into that one. So this Friendly League is going to be called the YouTube Friendly League, because I'm going to be featuring this Friendly League quite a lot, because this will be a big competition for me, which hopefully I'll be able to do quite well in. So description is basically welcome to the YouTube Friendly League. Welcome to the YouTube Friendly League. Okay, this is going to be, we have broadcast. So this is going to be featured on my TM weekly update series. So be ready to be criticised. Not really criticised, but be ready to be seen on YouTube. So that's basically that. Number of teams, I'm trying to think how many I have now going in. So let's have a look. AFC Simons Reds is going in. He's asked to go in. Says FC Amiga. So has, if we scroll down a bit in my friends list, says Private Jokers, Racing Club Allerdale, Red Bridge Rejects, Swanley Shooters, and Smash Time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams, including myself, that is. So it's good, nice, happy, friendly league. You can't do 2 legs on it. You can only do 1 leg, apparently. Yep, you can only do 1 leg with 8 teams. So that is only 7 matches. So it's only going to be 7 weeks. You'll have to wait to join this friendly league, which is good for you guys, because if you want to, you can get involved very quickly. So 8 teams, 1 legs, open for club, open for all, because we do have 1 Australian guy who's coming into it. So, or 1 team from Australia anyway. So the league has been successfully created. So I'm going to invite those guys in, and then I'll probably round off the video there. So I will come back once they are all invited. Guys, so it actually turns out that one of those teams that I said about, FC Amiga, is already in a friendly league. So that means that there is 1 place remaining. So it is going to be first come, first serve. So private message me if you want to join this friendly league and you're not already in one. And these are the teams on the right hand side that are already in it, as well as myself. So yeah, I'm going to basically round off this video here right now, because there isn't really much more that I will be doing on here. The rest I'm going to do in my own time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. This has been episode 1 of the TM weekly update series. So, and I'm going to leave you by showing you the Premier League table and the Premier League table after the first round, and show you what is going on after the first 2 weeks of matches. And yeah, this has been the first Trophy Manager weekly update episode. It has been a very big episode. They'll all be smaller than this, but it's been very big because I didn't get a chance to do one the first week of the season. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. This is what's going on in the Premier League. Landor's yet again leading the way at the top. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe and like if you did. And I've been Wolfie. This has been Trophy Manager. I'll see you in the next video.